Welcome to the lab, folks. So we came back from Florida and we found some mail waiting for us. But there's something else I'd like to show you first. While we're down there, we took a day trip somewhere, and due to bad planning, we had to stay at a Days Inn. This is the soap they supplied, Terra Green. Have a look at this cleansing bar. It's effective. It makes you smell like a wet tea bag though at the end of it, and it's got enriched with white tea. But on the back of this thing right here, and I'll try to get this lined up down the microscope so you can see it better, is probably the most incredible marketing speak I have ever seen in my life. Let's have a look at this here. I just love this. Inspired by all natural ingredients to cleanse and refresh your skin. Isn't that just wonderful? I mean, they're not committing to anything, and they're not saying anything. This is words put down on this packaging that says absolutely nothing about the product. Okay, isn't that just precious? So we have these packages here which contain mostly electronic items, I'm assuming. I got them all from AliExpress. And I would imagine they're inspired by all natural components to ensure proper operation. Let's get in and have a look. All right. This here, don't know what it is yet. It's a module of some kind. No, it's not. It's a kit. This is just a little kit, and I have no idea what it is. I think it's just a little LED blinking thing. I don't know. I'm going to put it into my kit box, and we'll have a look at that at some point in the future. Okay, next up here. We have this. Ah, yes. So this is one of those remote control modules. I saw a recent video over on Big Clive's channel about these. I thought, oh, that'd be pretty cool. You get one or two of those to play around with. So I picked up one, and yeah, this is it. So it is a remote control module. Comes with a little transmitter. Ooh, and it even has a battery in it, which is nice. And yeah, so here's the module. It's got the receiver for the controller and a relay on it, and you can configure it to work in various ways. So I'll go into this. I'll make a separate video about this, and but these are nice modules. If I'll leave a link down below to Big Clive's video on it too, so you can have a look at that. But they are pretty nice. So you've got both sides of the relay. So it's a single pole double throw relay. You've got normally closed and the normally open and the common, and they've done a nice job here putting heavy solder on those, provide extra current. And then you've just got V plus and V minus for the input to this thing, and I think they work off 12 volts if I'm not mistaken. And the little case that they have here, it's only got one mounting ear on it. It would be better if they had two mounting ears, but the case lines up. It's got these little slots in it that line up with the terminal strip there to provide access for the wires, so you can lock it up and provide a little bit of protection in an environment where it might get dust or maybe the odd splash of water. The IP rating is probably not great on it, but it's just a little bit of additional protection. And next up we have, I was afraid I'm going to cut into something. So these look like multiple modules of some kind here. This one's off on its own, so we'll open this one up. Yeah. Okay, I believe these are buck boost modules. So you put in your input voltage, and you take out your output voltage, and you can adjust it. So they're adjustable module. And let me see what this chip here is. 1 second. Okay, so this is an XI Semi XL6009E1, and they list that as a wide input DC converter, and it can convert up and down from the input voltage. So very handy device. I'll feature these in a video someday too. This is for ADC 80 or 0804L. These are just simple analog to digital converters, little 8-bit jobbies. These are sort of one of my favorite chips. I've got an analog board for my benchtop computer, or my bench test computer, whatever you want to call it. And these will go into that. They're fairly slow chips. So in order to get them to work with a higher speed computer like my lab computer here, I had to do some fancy footwork. And I don't even know if these ones work. They may not be originals at all. We'll test them out at some point. Okay, next we have here. This feels like there's all sorts of stuff running through here I don't want to cut into. All right, another kit of some kind. Seems like missing a PC board. Oh no, there it is. It's wrapped up in the documentation. Yeah, okay. It's a little 555 based function generator. Okay, we'll put that into our box of kits. What is this? Bubble wrap. All right, okay, I know what these are. So these are programmable boost converters. So you program them here with these, you take these little, I think they're 0 ohm resistors here. So you take them on or off, and you can program it for 9 volts, 12 volts, 5 volts, and just a little low current. I think they're good for about 1 amp, just to power something off a lithium battery. And next I have this big bag here, which feels like they just kind of lumped a whole bunch of stuff in there together. Sometimes AliExpress do that. If you order stuff all at the same time, they kind of just wait for it all to get to the shipping center and then ship it all together. So let's see what all this stuff is. Okay, let's start by looking at these. I believe these are more buck modules, but they're adjustable output or variable. Yeah, that's what these are. So these got a fairly wide voltage range coming in, and then you just adjust the voltage you want out. So again, these are for, powering stuff with lithium batteries, or regular batteries. If you want a higher voltage, you can certainly use them for that as well. A tiny little chip on them there, just that tiny little thing there. Let's see if I can get that up on the microscope. Yeah, so that's an SDB 628 2-amp step-up converter. So that's just what we need. And these are just some random power switches. It came as a set of different colors, and let's see what they've got here. 15 amp, 250 volts AC, 20 amps, 125 volts AC, and yeah, they're just single pole, single throw with lamp. These ones have a nice, fairly rectangular hole. It's easy to cut using a nibbler. So whether you're putting them into plastic or into metal, it's easy to get these in. Now this, I took a long shot on this. This is pretty cheap, and I have no idea if it's a real thing or not. But I can probably test this out by copying a whole pile of files. So I'm not going to bore you with that right now, but I'll certainly come back and give you some indication of whether or not it was able to take in 32 gigabytes and give back 32 gigabytes, or is it completely fake, as a lot of these things really are. But we'll try that out, and I'll let you know. I'll put a little thing up here on the video letting you know what I found out. Now these things here, these are pretty much the same sort of thing, just different sizes. In a video a little while back, if you've been following me for a while, you'll see that what I like to do sometimes is I'll put AA size lithium cells into devices that take D cells or C cells, just because those lithium primary cells, they don't leak, right? And most of those devices, unless they have a really high current drain, are they're okay with a lithium battery in them, like my multimeters, my analog multimeters. So the C cell, I can't speak properly today. The C-sized cells are the same length as a AA cell. So it just pops in here like this, and you put that in where you'd put your C cell. So in this case, you just put it in like that. And there you go, Bob's your uncle. And let's see if that works. So common, volts, ohms, and down here the 1 scale. And sure enough, it does. That's very good. So I'll leave that one in there. And now let's try out the D cell here. And the D size cells have got a little bit of an extension built into them. And these are the ones I'm most concerned about, because you know, whether or not that they'll make good contact. But they seem to, you know, you push them through there and they snap in place, it seems. Okay, so the Simpson meter here, it takes a D size cell. And this one here is rather long in the tooth, so I was kind of getting worried with it being in there. 2016. Still hasn't leaked yet. Amazing. Okay, so we can put this in here. We'll put a proper lithium cell in there. And then put this in to the meter. And check out the ohm scale to see if it's working. Ohms. Turn it on. Yes, sir. Working. I got full adjustment. Yeah, perfect. Okay, that makes me feel a little bit more comfortable. I'll leave that one in there too. Bye-bye, folks. Hit like. Hit subscribe. Subscribing is free. Doesn't cost you anything.